if you've ever bought an existing self-storage facility, then you know for a fact that it is a hassle. And when I mean hassle, I mean hassle. So we bought 2 self-storage facilities, at least about 3 to 330 units, and 300 tenants. And setting that up, getting them up to speed, getting them on credit card, getting them on debit ACH is the worst thing for a few months. But afterwards, it's great because then it's automated. So I'm going to talk to you guys about setting up, getting your facility running, and using 6storage to make your life a hell of a lot easier. So starting off with 6storage software. 6storage is a property management software that you can go ahead and use to manage all your tenants, create them gate codes, give them keys, give them whatever they need to get into their facility, all automated with gate access controls, with cameras, with all this other stuff. And it charges them every month. Not only does it do tenant collection, rent roll, tracking, it's just easy to use. I've used Easy Storage Solutions, I've used SiteLink. Anyways, they just do not compare. 6storage is easy to use, user friendly, and they have the best customer service that you can ever think of. You will find yourself talking to the owner or to their family multiple times. Basically, when you acquire a facility, you go reach out to 6storage and you create an account. When you create an account, you'll find somebody calling you and they will be helping you with the transition. You will have to provide them a lease upload sheet and a tenant upload sheet. So the lease upload sheet is going to consist of things like what's a tenant's information, what's a tenant's name, what's the tenant's last name, what's the tenant's number, what's the tenant's email, what's the address, what's the unit number, what's the unit count, stuff like that. In the tenant upload, it's going to ask for very similar stuff. It's going to ask about just key information about the tenant, name, number, all that stuff, etc. It's going to ask about the unit numbers. They're basically pretty much the same thing. One might have a little bit more than the other, but you're giving them the unit count, you're giving them what each unit size is, stuff like that, because they're going to get that info and they're going to build a tenant profile for you, and they're going to build a layout of your facility and make it look all pretty. From there, you're going to set up Paya and credit cards. Paya is a way for your tenants to pay. They're not collecting your tenant's info and keeping it into 6storage. They're using a third party called Paya that is legal and easy to use, and they have a representative named Chandra who's great at what she does. She will get you going, she will set you up, and basically you will be able to use ACH, credit and debit cards through 6storage, and it just makes it easy and just a blessing to use. Now with credit card setup, in regards to paying 6storage, you need to give them credit card information, you need to give them your own information, and so it's just as easy as filling out a form, sending it over, making sure it's signed, and they'll get your information set up. They'll start the process of building your site. Twilio setup. Twilio is probably the biggest con for me because I absolutely hate Twilio's customer service. Twilio's confusing. You have to do some coding almost sometimes. They made it easier so you can use Twilio Flow, but it just sucks. I'd rather use a Google Voice or a dial pad or a Zoom.info VoIP because it just makes it easier to use when you have more facilities. But Twilio gets a job done when you have one facility. As you start to scale, you will have to use Twilio just for messaging. And then we ventured out to use Dialpad to be able to send text messages and keep it all in one place so VAs can manage it, which we'll talk about in another video. So once you're set up, you are off to the races. You have to get every tenant, and I mean every tenant. You need to get all their info. I'm talking emails, address, and phones. You need to verify that. You need to cold call every tenant, and you need to let them know of the changes of the facility. Hey, my name's Danny. I am the new manager for your facility at San Diego Self-Storage, and I am calling because I want to let you know that we're under new management, and we only now accept credit, debit, and ACH payments. So moving forward, is there any way I can verify some info for you? They're going to say yes. You're going to verify their email, their address, and their phone, and probably their name. And from there, you are going to see if you can grab credit or debit info. If not, no worries. We can always create an account for you. We can send you an email so you can create an account yourself and enter that information yourself on our website, sanDiegoselfstorage.com. You need to be able to call every tenant and give them that script. You need to call them and let them know of what is happening at the facility. And you need to verify their info, because you're going to get some old folks, if you're buying in the boonies, that are going to be telling you like, oh, I don't do credit. Oh, I don't do debit. Oh, I don't do ACH. I don't trust the government. And you're going to tell them, well, Sandra, it's time for you to get out, right? So you either have to do it, or you can go get a Visa MasterCard at a CVS, at HEB, wherever you're going, or we can lock up your stuff and auction it off. It's up to you, right? So you have to be able to work with the tenants. You have to be able to tell them what the changes are going. And this is the most important thing when you're getting set up. You have to verify everything. You have to collect credit and debit, whether it's over the phone or you give them an account. And you have to do it in a system where you are going to be good in the next month or two to collect everything. And then the next 6 months, you're going to send them a notice of the rent going up, 6 to 9 months. If you're performing, let them know of the changes. If you're having a hard time cold calling, then it's time to send emails. Let people know every few weeks, every month, every day. Let them know and have it automated in Mr. Delivery in 6storage to send them, hey, there's new management, time to set up your credit card, here's how you make an account, and give them a step-by-step process to do so. If that still hasn't got through, you have a few people who haven't sent anything, then it's time to send letters. You're gonna have to physically create letters and send them out, letting them know of the changes. You can just copy what you said in the email and you can send it to each tenant so they can create an account. Make sure that you have your phone number on there, your facility's phone number, so they can directly call you. So now that you collected everything, there is one thing that you need to keep track of, and that is your website. You need to make sure that your website's easy to use, that it's very easy to navigate. It doesn't have too many words, but it has just enough that it has step-by-step instructions. You're most likely going to be working with old timers unless you bought a pretty sophisticated facility. But if you're like us and you buy mom and pops and you're out in the boonies, then you got to make sure that it's pretty easy for them to use. Because good old Nancy ain't going to run up here and give you all her info or be able to work her phone, because she has a Razor phone from Verizon. You got to be able to make sure that Nancy is good to go and that she really understands. Make sure that your website is easy to use, great SEO, big letters, very few letters, but step-by-step process. Well guys, that's it for today. I don't have too much to give you, but I wanted to let you guys know what I love about 6storage and how we get our facilities running. I will eventually be able to walk you through in a deeper level, but for now, I think this is a great opportunity to give you guys some idea and insight of what it takes to run a facility, the back end, the things people don't talk about, setting up your software for success. So if you guys need anything, please let me know. I would love to have some feedback. What do you want to see? Do you guys want walkthroughs of our facility? What do you want, right? Put it in the comments below. Send me a DM. Let's connect. I've connected with a few of you guys, and I am more than happy to help any way that I can. If you need better underwriting, you want more detailed underwriting, I'm here. If you want more vlogs, I'm here. If you want more Airbnb stuff, I'm here. Let's continue to kill 2023, and let's fucking work our asses off. I'm here for you guys. See ya.
I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I can't be sure, but I'ma keep on steering. I'ma keep on steering.